What's up, YouTube?
The end of our first year left us along the shores of the Susquehanna River, relaxing, having fun, and enjoying time with family that came to visit us. We also went to some festivals.
It's a guitar, cigar box guitar.
Nice.
Our time there brought us into the fall when it was about time for us to leave. We hitched up, said goodbye to our friends, and headed to Aunt Pat's. We didn't stay there long, went back through a Cracker Barrel, met up with our friends, you, me, and a Skoolie, and then headed south. We stayed at some Harvest Host locations, a Bass Pro Shop, and some Boondockers welcome places before we ended up back along the shores of the Brazos River, just in time to celebrate Will's birthday.
Party, party, party! Beer wine!
Oh my gosh. What is this?
This is my amp. It's a box amp on a volume, and it's got beats and it's got all kinds of stuff in there. You can put a microphone and a guitar, and it's got a bunch of stuff that I'm gonna play with.
While there, we got 4 new back tires, which were completely necessary, met up with some friends and hung out. Also, the neighborhood had a crock-off where Will was also a judge, and on our last morning we took a boat ride with friends along the river. Then we ventured further west than we ever have before, into the sunset, to a Boondockers welcome spot. We left the next morning, found an amazing Mexican food truck, and then ended up outside of Carlsbad. We definitely visited the caverns and had a wonderful time. The plant life was definitely starting to change as we witnessed many of the southwestern plants. We went to our first BLM land and met the Cowabunga bus, and left the next morning to White Sands National Park.
Okay, how long you say you've been waiting to do this? 10 years. Okay, 10 years. It's so thick. I'll give it a whack.
I don't know. I think you lean back more.
We stayed at our first KOA that night, and then ended up at Saddlehawk Ranch. We only stayed one night with our Harvest Host membership, but fell in love with Ken and Kate and all the animals. We were even able to take a cart ride the next morning and then headed out on our way to Silver City to a Boondockers welcome location that was gorgeous. We left the next morning on our home stretch to Arizona, which was our final destination, to a campground where we were for the winter. We got invited to a Thanksgiving dinner at a colleague of Will's, and also had time to visit the Petrified National Forest before his work got so busy. We also explored some local spots. Shortly after our first few weeks there, we experienced our first snowfall of many. We also obtained a Christmas tree permit and cut down our own little tree. We explored the area a little bit more. We celebrated New Year's, harvested and gathered some juniper berries that we used in recipes. But our most favorite activity was off-roading. There are so many trails that are accessible.
Some wild horses.
We enjoyed the area so much and were fortunate to have a Jeep. Soon it was time to move on, and we took the roads down through the mountains into Sedona. We stopped at Montezuma's Castle on the way, which is a great part of road tripping that you can stop whenever you want. We made it to Sedona and were ready to relax and unwind. We visited the Church of the Holy Cross and the stupa nearby. We walked down to the creek behind the shops. And we went on several hikes. We enjoyed our time in Sedona, made great friends with the Zia bus, and also celebrated Valentine's Day while we were there. Our time came to an end and we were ready to move on. We went down to the lower desert and found the saguaro plants. We ended up in Quartzsite and met some other Skoolies there and other travelers and had a great time.
Hands free.
Whoa, what's happening?
It's driving itself.
Why? Because it's in the
It's
groove.
in the groove.
We took some time to head up to Lake Havasu, met the Morning Dew Skoolie on the way, and stopped by the gallery where Will used to work.
My old gallery. Oh my god. This is where my art stuff was. Here and here.
Hey! I thought you called me and I didn't call. I didn't answer you. What are you doing? It's been forever. What are you doing?
So good to see you.
After surprising the gallery owner, we met up with one of Jenn's friends as well. And then we went back down to Quartzsite and enjoyed the rest of the landscape. We explored some of the area and went to Palm Canyon, where we saw the trees in the crevice. We met Virginia and Jael of the Busy Zen Bus. It was a long anticipated wait to meet them, and we headed over to Dome Rock for a little bit to camp out. We explored that area a little bit, enjoyed our time together, and then headed back over to the main BLM land, where we were able to take some day trips and explore different things in the area.
Going through. Oh my god. Wait.
After our time in the desert, we needed that kind of respite. We headed back out to Cracker Barrels and met some new friends. We spent another night on some BLM land and really enjoyed the scenery. We made some more friends, spent the night, and then left in the morning back to Saddle Hawk Ranch, where we were able to stay a little bit longer and help out on the property. We helped build a fire pit out in the pasture. And then our friends Zia Bus came through and we enjoyed our time together again. Will built a water closet, and then we did some sightseeing around the area. We continued our way east by leaving Saddle Hawk Ranch and going through Sunset Reef BLM land. We stopped along our favorite spot on the Brazos, got new 2 front tires, and met some new friends there as well.
What's up, everybody?
Where are we going?
We're going to a suicide prevention
Benefit.
benefit. We're gonna have crawfish, live music, and we're headed there on a golf cart. We're in Texas, baby.
We said goodbye to our Texas friends, headed through some Boondockers Welcome, Harvest Toast, and Cracker Barrels. We stopped through at Aunt Pat's new home and helped her with some things around the property. We said our goodbyes and made our way back up the East Coast. We've been in Massachusetts for the remainder of the spring and through the summer, which leads us to the second year of our bus life experience. If you've seen our recent videos, you've known what we've been up to this summer. Thanks so much for watching, and please stay tuned for the following outtakes.
Oh, I thought you were outside. I was gonna walk on the floor.
I knew it. What are you doing?
I'm not walking with my shoes inside. Look.
Busted!
Oops.
I'm a merman.
A merman? Very nice. Wait, what is happening here?
Target practice. I'm gonna shoot my head across the river. Ready?
Please like our video, share with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. Hit the bell for future notifications. And if you'd like to see further content, check out our Patreon page. Thanks so much.